The Shiv Gita, which predates the Bhagavad Gita, is a dialogue between Lord Shiv and Sri Ram during the Treta Yuga. In the Shiv Gita, Lord Shiv imparts wisdom to Ram, similar to how Lord Krishna teaches Arjun in the Bhagavad Gita. When Mata Sita was abducted by the cruel Ravan, Ram became despondent, losing consciousness and bemoaning his loss. At this low point, sage Agastya appeared before Ram and endeavored to pacify him and lift him from his despair. When Ram expressed sorrow over losing his beloved wife, Agastya sought to teach dispassion, vairagya, to Ram by emphasizing the transient nature of physical attributes, which eventually returned to the five elements. Ram questioned how sorrow could have no real substance, yet causes him such intense pain. He expressed to Agastya that he felt controlled by prarabdha or destiny and adrisht, the unseen forces. These forces, he said, affect him just like liquor affects even a learned Brahman. He acknowledged his struggles with anger and ego, admitting that these emotions were consuming him. Ram recognized that philosophical teachings were not enough at that moment. But as a warrior and an honorable man, he knew he must save his wife. He humbly submitted to Agastya as a student to his preceptor. Seeing Ram's total surrender, Agastya, moved by compassion, advised him that only Lord Parameshwar, the consort of Parvati, could help him. He advised him to meditate on Lord Shiv to seek his blessings and knowledge. Ram began his severe penance by sitting on a tiger skin, reciting the Shiv Sahasranam, the 1,000 names of Shiv. For a month, he lived only on fruits, then on leaves for the next month, on water alone for the third month. And when Shiv still did not appear, he started living only on air in the fourth month. Ram was deeply absorbed in the form of Shiv, with Uma, Parvati, by his side. He envisioned the god with 4 arms, 3 eyes, matted hair, and a radiant appearance like millions of suns and moons, adorned with serpents and wearing a tiger skin. At the end of the 4th month, Ram, deeply immersed in meditation, heard a tremendous sound resembling the churning of the ocean or the fall of Tripura under Rudra's attack. Disoriented by the noise and seeing a brilliant effulgence, Ram thought it was a demonic illusion and attempted to attack it with his divine arrows, including Agneya, Varun, Saumya, Mohan, Sor, and Parvat. However, his arrows were absorbed into the light like rain into the ocean. Even his bow and quiver slipped from his hands. Suddenly, there was another tumultuous sound, and when Ram opened his eyes, he beheld the beautiful Nandi emerging from the churning of ambrosia. Nandi, with horns capped with gold, resplendent with emerald green, shining like sapphire gems, and a wool-covered neck, stood before him. Vision of Mahadeva. Ram saw Mahadeva, the Supreme Lord, seated on the bull, pure like a crystal, adorned with a tiger skin and a serpent as his sacred thread, his tawny matted hair glowing like lightning. He beheld a youthful Parameshwar with the moon on his head, embodying existence, consciousness, and bliss, with the beautiful Mata Parvati by his side. Surrounding them, hosts of gods like Vishnu and Brahma chanted hymns, while Ganesh rode his mouse and Lord Subramanya his peacock. Ram also saw Chandesh, Mahakal, and other attendants of Shiv, along with Kalji, Rudra, and Bhringiriti dancing, accompanied by Pramat and Kinnar. Brahman chanted the holy hymn of Triambak, Narad played his veena, and celestial dancers performed. Overwhelmed with joy and a sense of accomplishment, Ram praised the Lord with 1,000 names, repeatedly prostrating and experiencing a profound epiphany. Ramayan Pradan, bestowal of boon to Ram. The blue-throated, tawny-haired Shiv descended from his bull. Lord Shiv lifted the prostrating Ram and made him sit on his divine lap. After sipping the sacred water from his kamandalu, Shiv presented Ram with a divine bow, an inexhaustible quiver, and the most sacred arrow called Pashupat. He informed Ram that this weapon was the most destructive, dreadfully ferocious, capable of destroying the world, and could only be used when one's life was under dire threat. Lord Shiv then summoned the assembled gods and instructed them to assist Ram in defeating Ravan, who was invincible to the gods due to a boon. Afterwards, following Shiv's advice, each god presented Ram with a weapon named after them to help vanquish Ravana. Vishnu gave the Narayan arrow, Indra gave the Endra, Brahma gave the Brahmadand, and Agni gave the Agneya, among others. Shiv finally bestowed upon Ram the sacred knowledge that forms the contents of the Shiv Gita itself. It is a divine dialogue where Lord Shiv shares with Ram the ultimate truths about the nature of reality, the self, and the universe. The text emphasizes the realization of the self, Atman, as identical with the supreme reality, Brahman, highlighting the non-dualistic Advait philosophy that the individual soul and the supreme soul are one. It offers guidance on the paths of Gyan Yoga, knowledge, Bhakti Yoga, devotion, and the importance of disciplined spiritual practices such as meditation and ethical living. The Shiv Gita elucidates the transient nature of the material world, urging devotees to seek the eternal and unchanging truth. He explains that liberation occurs in 5 stages: Sarupya, assuming the same form as the deity; Sarshtya, having the same powers; Salokya, living in the same realm; Sayujya, merging with the deity; and Kavalya, ultimate liberation. He describes that adherence to dharma, righteousness, and a special practice called Pashupati Vrat help sages achieve the 4 main goals of life: righteousness, dharma, prosperity, earth, desires, calm, and liberation, moksha. This sacred text serves as a comprehensive guide for spiritual aspirants, providing deep insights into the divine play of creation, maintenance, and dissolution, and the path to ultimate union with the divine. The Shiv Gita begins with the word At, which means now. This word, along with Om, is considered very holy and signifies an auspicious start. It is said that these words came directly from the throat of Brahma, the creator god, marking the beginning of something sacred and significant. The same word is used at the start of the 5th chapter when Shiv grants a boon to Sri Ram, indicating another positive omen. The Shiv Gita is a section within the Padma Puran, one of the 18 Mahapuran in Hindu literature. The Padma Puran is divided into several khand, including Srishti Khand, creation; Bhumi Khand, earth; Swarg Khand, heaven; Patal Khand, netherworld; and Uttarkhand, final section. The Shiv Gita is found in the Uttarkhand section of the Padma Puran. Lord Shiv taught it to Sri Ram. Skand, Shiv's son, heard it and narrated it to Sanat Kumar, who then passed it to Vyas, sage who compiled the Vedas and Mahabharat. And finally, Sut received it from Vyas. Sut shared this wisdom with other sages in a sacred forest of Nemish, now known as Nimsar, where negative influences could not enter. This lineage underscores the importance and sanctity of the Shiv Gita. See you next time with more of this type of content. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications for our upcoming captivating stories.